We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Mr. Mattengard, your client deserves an answer. Maya, I'm sorry. She's just dead in the later games. Mattengard is? Motherfudger! Look who showed the fudge up. Francesca von Karma? Mattengard is Francesca von Karma. Oh, we don't even... Our choice doesn't even matter! Oh! You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool. Oh, she had the thing to follow him! We could have brought her up! We could have brought her up when we're talking to freaking, Edgeworth earlier! Would that have done anything? Because she does have the tracker! Did you bring them? The final pieces? You have them? You should know better than to task that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy, he's fine, and his injuries are minor. All of the items are inside this. What a filthy old coat this is. That's Gumshoes! I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in. I fought long and hard this whole trial, all for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Your final evidence? Mattengard's like, dude, we should be done, dude. This trial is already over. All that remains for me to hand down my verdict. Do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. What? Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. Suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. These items do not bring up any new points, and they will not be accepted by this court. You know, I really thought I was going to say, you're already arrested, you can't do crap. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police. He must have been in quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around, like a miracle. I'm sure of it. That is all we can hope for. The first item is a pistol. Does the killer pistol have anything to do with this case? More details are not needed. I'm pretty sure there was no gun involved in this case. There's no real benefit to hearing about it. Please present the next piece of evidence. The second piece of evidence is this videotape. That's the kill! I bet the killer took that from Unguard Mansion. That is the killing. That's the kill, so... Have you checked the contents of that tape? Unfortunately, there was no time to. Oh yeah, but I would speculate that this tip is very important. Why would you say that? Because he came back to his hideout for it. The killer went back for it? That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Really, the killer is no ordinary man. Alright. The last piece of evidence is the bellboy's uniform. Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? That is relevant, so... Was that used during the crime? I am almost certain that it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. There's only one thing I found interesting about this uniform. And what is this? And what is that? There's a button missing on this uniform. A button? It is a very unique button. I'm sure it was, if we were to recover it, it would provide us with even an interesting clue. Bellboy's uniform added to the courtroom. Court record. That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
It's just as I thought.
And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure we were under normal circumstances. These items from Shelly the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, my question is not who did the killing.
It is who the client is?
Yes, that is correct. These 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down now.
Hold on. Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence.
Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he?
Is this the end? Phoenix? I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far, you can't give up now. But no matter how you think about it, it's... Try, for my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of the situation for us.
2?
The first. Make on God wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Huh?
The killer will always place his client's wishes first. When God himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go.
That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible.
The second way, force the killer to end his contract with On God. If the killer were to no longer think of On God as his client, then he would let Maya go.
Mia? That's even more impossible. He's a man who values his duty towards his client above all else.
I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first. But if you could make either one happen, it would surely be a miracle.
The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them.
Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us?
I'm doing Von Karma an accident. Huh?
The other side?
Wait, does she mean... You mean...
To turn things around.
Another turnabout!
Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it?
The person who needs the evidence.
The defense, prosecution, and the judge. We have seen all the pieces of evidence. And that is how we have come to know the truth. But there are people who have not seen them all. And those people do not know the truth. That truth, it may be, what will bring about the miracle in the end.
No objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
Objection!
What the shit now, buddy? I've already told you, Mr. Knight. This court does not need any more evidence.
I am not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor.
Then you want to show the evidence to that person?
Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor. The videotape, I get it.
Mr. Knight, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance.
Well, one chance.
Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person.
That's impossible to turn the situation around in one try.
One try. That is all I will permit.
I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think! There must be a way to save Maya while taking On Guard down at the same time.
There is! Now then, Mr. Knight, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show evidence to?
Okay, so is it possible to make Matt on guard say he's guilty? If it is, I don't know how. I have no freaking clue how you would make Matt admit guilt. Like, there's no way you could make, even if you're going for the other side, make him want to admit his guilt, because he's not shown any remorse ever. However, the killer is possible. Present the tape. That tape is very important.
I see. And now? Let us discuss what piece of evidence you would like to show this person.
Hold on. Saving on 10. 9, 8. There we go.
Show him the tape.
Show him the tape.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think there's some merit in showing this evidence to that witness.
Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier.
Alright, it looks like they got a hold of him.
I'm really getting tired of you guys.
Maya, is she okay, right?
Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? I'm Shelley the Killer. Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence.
Yes, one piece is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. Heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back.
That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape.
I thought so.
I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard.
Do you know the contents of this tape?
It was sternly told by my client not to watch it. I have absolutely no idea.
Actually, you are on this tape.
Oh, shit! Me!
There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. I bet it. Your actions were being recorded.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Who was it that planted the camera?
Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally.
That was Adrian Andrews.
Be quiet and listen, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't it? Isn't that right?
Yes.
That was so they could film you.
I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why.
Blackmail. Why did Matt on Guard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film this crime scene. They wanted to blackmail you. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said.
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. At least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want to.
There it is. Your client didn't trust you at all. He broke the trust. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelley the Killer?
Good. Oh! It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning.
Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That's the true nature of your client.
I have one question for the witness. Yes. You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then? Ugh, that's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. For the honor of the tequila name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. I see. Well, that's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. So they would want to plead guilty so they could go to jail to be protected from the killer. Ah, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around. Mr. Knight? Yes. My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. What the? I'm not an item! Beep! My baby girl! I'm getting Maya back! Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Why? Why will you not admit your feelings to her? Why? Why won't you admit your feelings? You son of a bitch! Oh, thank goodness. This trial appears to have come to its conclusion? However, I am sort of, I don't quite know what just happened there. With the client and the witness and, Miss Von Karma, where did that? She always has it in her. She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Oh yeah, he's like, diddly yuck, Mr. On Guard. So this is where Phoenix doesn't have a perfect record anymore, but he wants it to not be a perfect record at this point. It looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Yay. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict if you please. Is this alright with you, Mr. Knight? We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there is no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Lead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief. Let's get this motherfucker killed! Congratulations, Mr. Madon Guard! Please make sure to savor every moment of what little time you have left. Your Honor! As always, the defense pleads not guilty. Very well. This court finds the defendant met on guard. The objection. Hold it from Matt himself. Yup. Matt himself. Please. Wait. What's the matter? If I get a not guilty, I'll be killed. Oh, I'm. No! Holy shit! He did it to himself the first time. Ah! As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. I don't remember you helping out much in this case. Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt on guard? I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full-course meal of whip leather right about now. Very well. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes.
I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. Huh. This trial was the first time I had stood on the witness stand, and when I did, I decided I would become a bounty hunter and change my name to Samus. I really felt hopeless. She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for that, what he did. This witness. How should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am, and who I am. A bounty hunter. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved. Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen her smile. I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express this, how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone. This court is also therapy!
It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. But everyone seems to be in good spirits. And that is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned.
We didn't officially get a guilty verdict. We're still undefeated, yo. March 23rd, 5:14 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict this time, but you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter.
I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? My client, Madame Guard, is he guilty? Or is he not guilty? Those were your choices, then. And your answer? Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. No, it doesn't! Maya was the only choice! And I did what Maya wanted. Maya wanted him guilty. And that is all it was. That wasn't justice as my choice. It was my baby girl. What she wanted. Because she would never forgive me if I did the other way. Right? Edgeworth! I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody. Really? But Pearls, you're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. Ah, Mystic Maya's safe. You did it. You really did it, Mr. Nick. Ow! She punches deceptively hard for a kid. I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Wow! Oh my god. Thanks! Oh! What's wrong? Miss Von Karma? About earlier, thanks. Ah! Why, you're still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you are still happy. My baby Maya's alive. I'm kinda happy about that. I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. How dare you? Don't worry. She may in time, after all. I was like that myself until a year ago.
Edgeworth! For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. I used every jerry trick in the book, and so my win record remains spotless. But then you whipped my ass. A man appeared and stood fast against the selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. Then again, I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then I put my hand on a gun like a dumbass. It was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well you should have. Prosecutor has shamed himself with defeat to crawl into a hole and die. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense. We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. Well, what? You trust your enemy? Doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight the knowledge we hold in everything we have, erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. But we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promise you. The truth? Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense lawyers exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me, this man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night. Ah! Is Mr. Edgeworth white, Mr. Nick? You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. You little son of a bitch. All those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool. Miss Von Karma? I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. By the way, 2-0, baby. I mean, 2-0, yeah. I was at 2-1. 2-0. She hasn't won a match yet. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over. Francesca threw something on the ground just now. Her whip? No, the electric... This is an electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else. Ah, isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip? I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this, right? Maya might like it, I don't know. You guys might be weird. Not saying it's weird, I just think it's weird. By the way, I'm not saying BDSM is weird. I'm saying he thinks it's weird. There I go. Okay.
girl. I got you a present. It's a whip. You like whips, right? Maya, make out right now. Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya. Present the whip. Look, it's the happy couple. It's a happy family together. It's a family. They're a family. They're a family. Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got on guard convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me. Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. You're my babe. But we sure pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here. Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly. Good point. Is it really that easy to do something like that? Thanks a lot, Nick. Don't mention it. Maya? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're alright. Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. She hasn't eaten in what, 3 days? Alright. I think it's time we go out of this depressing place. Huh? Where are we going? Food, Nick. Food. Grab. Chow. I'm starved. I'm so hungry, even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick. Oh! Ooh! 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 Well, it's in my pants. It's more of a hot dog. You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least. Oh, he's rolling with it. Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. If you insist. Alright, so how about we hit up our usual burger joint? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast. Another feast? Come on, Nick. Food! But my wallet! My wallet is screaming objection. Water Hotel, 7:30 p.m., 38 p.m. Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe, are you alright? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit up a telephone pole of all things. A telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got him. You did it again, city boy. I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking. Yeah, it was more exciting than at least the very last episode of the Steel Samurai. But thanks. Now looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Rat too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it. Tonight even. I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now. Everyone gather round. Y'all gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Looks like Lotta brought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating. Let's go chow down, pal. Amen to that, pal. Amen. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. The two voices were kind of similar. Huh? Me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending. Ah, well, you know, it's... Huh? Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with things from the Tick Killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things to the total, sir. What? Oh. Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. There was a 4th item? Ah, come on, yo, it's over. But whoo boy, I tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped. Never a dull moment with you, huh? Haha, you think? Why does she look so happy about that? For being shut away for 2 whole days. Weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had a rough gal. So where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went. Is that the 4th item? Oh, that's too bad. Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway. It sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. Uh-oh. What is it, Edgeworth? This thing is picking something up. Ah, that's Miss Von Karma's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different direction. Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh god, it's a bomb. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet. And you've eaten way too much yourself, glutton. I had fun tonight. Now if you'll excuse me. Wait. What? I just want to say, thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. Have a gun! You can take my badge! What's this? It's my way of saying thanks. I see. Well, it's the thought that counts. I guess I'm not very good at this showing my appreciation thing. You don't need to thank me, I was only doing my job. Babe, okay, give her the whip! Here, have her whip. It's weird that you gave it to me. What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya. Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? You're Mr. Nick, I mean. Pearly! Would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me. Anyway, so who's paying for this lovely dinner party? As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick. Huh? Well, yeah, I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I kinda already put your name on the bill. Huh? Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in the hotel, see, and I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow for 3,000. Huh? What? Huh? Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. What? Isn't that great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? You don't need to hold back now, you hear? Yeah, pal. Time to let it all out. This is going to be the first time I hear the real you. Go on, it's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all. Oh, the objection scream. We gotta say objection. Alright then, if you say so. Okay, here's the hard part. What did we do to say objection again? What button? Objection! There it is!
Objection! We did it! Oh my god. We recorded for 4 hours.
You really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro.
That's how she's so in touch with the dead at this point. Jesus.
I'm so happy that you could save Miss Maya, Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for the 2 of you, just in case.
Yes! Pearl, you're the best character. Pearl number 1. Number 1 in your hearts and number 1 in your pocket. Oh my god. Well, pal, it looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief, and he got me reinstated for my sake. Heard he say things like, letting that one go is bad for all of society. I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. Guess I'm gonna crash into Edgeworth later headlong. Oh god, what was her voice?
Hi, Maggie Bird. I am retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm going to be an waitress from now on.
Why?
And bring smiles and joy to the people who come by the restaurant, sir. I hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright.
How about you keep being a bird guard? Like, waitress is not a very good job to have, unless she's gonna be a maid waitress. Oh god, this guy. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? I'm Director Huddy. Recently, yes, that girl, you know, I haven't seen her around. Yes, but I remember, if I even laid so much as an eye on her, it would go crack. It didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yes, totally into that kind of thing. That freaking creepy rapist guy, my god. Can't believe that was a character. Oh my god, what was this voice? It's time to begin our quest for world circus domination. Let the world know we are serious. I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe.
Hey, Max. What do you think Zimbabwe's like? Do you think there are castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk?
I think there are any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at most jokes. I lost those voices quick. Oh god, Mo. I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more contemporary of my humor. Mo Curls represent.
We've been new act all worked up. Prepare for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something, will you? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it.
Okay, Trillo. Jesus, Trillo. You're kind of punching the crap out of me, Trillo.
What's this? Cat! It's just another electric razor charging at it. Can't believe this, really. How long do they plan on making me do this? But it's Edgy Poo's idea, so that means it must have been a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? It was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Queen Wendy and treat me like royalty. Blah 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 blah.
Gotta hate that, because you can't keep up. You can't keep up with that lady. You just cannot keep up with that lady.
I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, and that's right, I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone.
What characters are left? Will Powers? Oh, and the aunt. The killer? It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I would take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. May we both be blessed with longevity.
He actually destroyed it this time? Yeah, he did. Okay. I don't know your homepage, bruh. ShillingTheKiller.com or .org. March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. International Departures, Gate 12. What? Is it Shelley? Where are you going, Francesca? Oh, where are you going, Francesca? How did you know I was here? With this. That's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of the man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things total, sir. Gotta be the drawing. 4 items? It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here? It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. What are you going to do now? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Kammer's daughter. Francesca. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure? Such is a thing, not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I'm not. I'm not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. Good thing we gave it to him! Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you. This is a Goku Vegeta situation. And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. I could win against that man. I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat. And this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I see. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today. I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Oh, don't you turn that on me! Today, you chased after me, after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. Oh! 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 But I have no intention of stopping. If you say that you are going to quit your walk down the persecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Francesca von Kammer. Holy shit! Ah! I didn't see that coming! Hi. I am Francesca von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now. You had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. Didn't see that coming! Phoenix beat her down, but never made her cry. Edgeworth made her cry. Phoenix Wright. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you, I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you when at last we meet again, and I whip your ass. It's Maya's picture, it's gotta be. She wrote Phoenix over the shell? What the balls? Well, that's interesting. The end. Holy crap. Capcom. Thanks for playing. That's it? Holy crap, what did he continue? Is it Edgeworth's picture? Where does it start if you pick this? I'm just curious. You get all the way to the back here? Oh, damn. What new game? Oh, here we go. Turnabout. Reunion. Turnabout. Farewell, my Turnabout. Oh, it's the picture of the dude handing off. Okay. That's it, everybody. That's it for Phoenix Wright 2. Alright, next time will be Professor Layton, but that's going to be in a long time. Professor Layton will be after we get through all the other LPs, because it's like the holidays has a bunch of stuff we need to LP. After we get through all that, we're going to go do Layton. So that right there is Phoenix Wright 2. Layton up, and then it'll be Phoenix Wright 3 in the future. So I had fun playing. Hope you had fun watching. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. Holy balls. Oh, man. I don't have a voice anymore.